The 10 most scandalous and shocking facts about John McCain. John McCain, the late U.S. Senator and presidential candidate, was a figure of immense influence and complexity. A decorated war hero, a maverick politician, and a man unafraid to speak his mind, McCain's life was full of dramatic turns. However, beyond his public image as a straight-talking patriot, there were numerous controversies and scandals that surrounded him. Here are 10 of the most scandalous and shocking facts about John McCain. Fact number 1. A troubled youth and a rocky start in marriage. John Sidney McCain III was born on August 29, 1936, at Coco Solo Naval Air Station in the Panama Canal Zone, into a family with a deep military tradition. His father, John S. McCain Jr., and grandfather, John S. McCain Sr., were both highly respected four-star admirals in the U.S. Navy. Growing up, McCain was expected to follow in their footsteps, but his youth was marked by defiance and rebellion. Known for his fiery temper and strong will, he often clashed with authority figures. McCain attended nearly 24 different schools due to his family's frequent relocations, and his academic performance suffered as a result. At the U.S. Naval Academy, his rebellious nature continued, earning him demerits and a reputation as a maverick. Despite his intelligence and leadership qualities, McCain graduated in 1958 almost at the bottom of his class, ranking 894th out of 899 cadets. McCain's early naval career was similarly tumultuous. He was involved in several incidents that could have ended his career, including a collision with power lines during a training flight in Spain, which nearly cost him his life. In his personal life, McCain faced challenges as well. He married Carol Shep, a former model, in 1965, adopting her 2 sons from a previous marriage. However, their relationship became strained after McCain's return from 5.5 years as a prisoner of war in Vietnam. The physical and emotional scars from his imprisonment, coupled with McCain's newfound celebrity status, created distance between the couple. McCain began an affair with Cindy Lou Hensley, a teacher and the daughter of a wealthy Arizona beer distributor, whom he met in 1979. The affair led to McCain's divorce from Carol in April 1980, a decision he later described as his greatest moral failing. Just a month later, McCain married Cindy in a highly publicized ceremony. This rapid sequence of events fueled speculation about the nature of their relationship, particularly as McCain was beginning his political career in Arizona, where Cindy's family had significant influence. Number 2. The Keating 5 Scandal. The Keating 5 scandal in the late 1980s became a significant blemish on McCain's political career. As one of 5 senators accused of improperly intervening on behalf of Charles H. Keating Jr., McCain's actions came under intense scrutiny. Keating, a financier involved in the savings and loan crisis, had donated $112,000 to McCain's campaigns. Although McCain was eventually cleared of direct wrongdoing, the Senate Ethics Committee found him guilty of poor judgment, particularly in attending meetings with federal regulators on Keating's behalf. This reprimand tarnished McCain's image as a maverick reformer, casting doubt on his integrity at a crucial point in his career. Number 3. Vietnam War POW and the Songbird allegations. Captured by the North Vietnamese in 1967 after his plane was shot down, McCain spent over 5 harrowing years as a prisoner of war in Hanoi. Enduring torture and solitary confinement, McCain's refusal of early release, offered due to his father's rank, made him a national hero. However, rumors persisted that he collaborated with the enemy to secure better treatment, earning him the derogatory nickname Songbird. These allegations, largely discredited, were fueled by political opponents throughout his career. Despite a lack of credible evidence, they cast a long shadow, stirring skepticism among those who questioned the authenticity of his heroism. Number 4. The controversy over his warrior persona. McCain's military record, pivotal to his political identity, was not without its critics. Before his capture, McCain was involved in several aviation accidents, including a fiery crash in Spain in 1960. Critics argued that these incidents, coupled with his aggressive support for military interventions, such as the 2003 Iraq War, revealed a recklessness masked by his hero persona. His infamous bomb Iran remark during a 2007 campaign event sung to the tune of the Beach Boys' Barbara and exemplified this perceived hawkishness. The comment, while intended as humor, was seen as emblematic of a mindset inclined towards military solutions, unsettling many voters. Number 5. A fiery temper behind closed doors. McCain's temper was legendary in Washington, often described as volcanic by those who witnessed his outbursts. During his 2008 presidential campaign, stories of his temper became a focal point, with reports of McCain berating colleagues and aides. The New York Times highlighted instances where McCain's anger led to explosive confrontations, including one where he allegedly called a fellow senator a fucking jerk. While supporters framed his temper as a sign of passion and commitment, detractors questioned whether this volatility was suitable for someone aspiring to the presidency, raising concerns about his ability to handle the immense pressures of the office. Number 6. The 2008 presidential campaign and the Palin gamble. McCain's decision to select Alaska Governor Sarah Palin as his running mate in 2008 was a bold attempt to energize the Republican base and attract female voters. However, the move quickly proved controversial. Palin's inexperience and numerous public blunders became a source of national concern, with even McCain later admitting regret over the choice. He reflected in his 2018 memoir that selecting Palin over his preferred choice, Senator Joe Lieberman, was a mistake. This decision, seen as a desperate attempt to revive his floundering campaign, is widely believed to have contributed to his defeat by Barack Obama, leaving a complicated legacy. Number 7. Accusations of racism and the Confederate flag. During his 2000 presidential campaign, McCain faced intense scrutiny over his position on the Confederate flag flying over the South Carolina State House. Initially, he defended the flag as a symbol of Southern heritage, a stance that played well with conservative voters in the region. However, he later admitted in a public apology that he had compromised his principles out of political expediency. This flip-flop led to accusations of racism and pandering, especially from civil rights groups and minority communities, who viewed his actions as opportunistic and insensitive. McCain's wavering on this deeply divisive issue damaged his credibility and alienated key voter demographics. Number 8. The infamous bomb Iran comment. In April 2007, McCain's campaign stop in South Carolina took a controversial turn when he jokingly sang Bomb Iran to the tune of the Beach Boys' Barbara and in response to a question about military action against Iran. The off-the-cuff remark, which quickly spread across the media, was criticized as reckless and indicative of a cavalier attitude towards war. Despite McCain's insistence that the comment was meant in jest, it exacerbated concerns about his hawkish stance on foreign policy, particularly at a time when tensions with Iran were escalating. The incident became a talking point for his critics, who questioned his judgment and temperament. Number 9. The adoption controversy, a daughter's origin questioned. The 2000 South Carolina Republican primary saw McCain the target of a vicious smear campaign. Opponents spread rumors that McCain had fathered an illegitimate black child, a thinly veiled attempt to exploit racial prejudices in the South. In reality, the child in question was Bridget, a girl McCain and his wife Cindy had adopted from a Bangladeshi orphanage in 1991. The smear campaign, widely attributed to allies of George W. Bush, was seen as one of the dirtiest tricks in modern political history. Although it was condemned by many, the damage was done, contributing to McCain's loss in the primary and highlighting the brutal nature of political warfare. Number 10. McCain and lobbyist Vicky Eisan, an alleged affair in his final years. In 2008, during his presidential campaign, the New York Times published a report implying an inappropriate relationship between McCain and Vicky Eisan, a lobbyist for the telecommunications industry. While both McCain and Eisan denied any romantic involvement, the story raised concerns about potential conflicts of interest and cast a shadow over his image as a reformer. In July 2017, McCain was diagnosed with glioblastoma, an aggressive brain cancer. Despite the diagnosis, he continued to serve in the Senate, famously casting a decisive vote against the repeal of the Affordable Care Act. On August 25, 2018, McCain passed away at his home in Arizona. He was laid to rest at the U.S. Naval Academy Cemetery in Annapolis, Maryland, where his life and legacy were honored by leaders across the political spectrum.